Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the final video for my round two Commlocks. I have to admit, round two did a fantastic job with their offering, and it was a far easier build than what I had done a couple of years ago with the resin kits that I got from AJ. AJ's kits were fantastic, but resin has a lot of issues that weren't shared in the styrene. The main being that I had a little bit more internal volume because the walls are thinner with the styrene than they are with the resin. So able to pack a little bit more electronics in here than I could with the resin, and I'm very, very satisfied with the results. One thing that I really am very satisfied with is the way the front grille came out. This was always a bit of creative license, especially with the resin build, because if you were to build it as it was in the show, obviously this camera wasn't there, or the implication was that the camera was behind the display. We're not quite there technologically to be able to, in a reasonable price, put a camera behind a transparent LCD display and have proper backlight and all that other stuff. We're just not there yet. So this was the only option I had, and I think this turned out okay. So that I'm happy with. The speakers here, I used miniature drain filters that I got off of Thingiverse, printed them out, and they worked great. They got to be transparent because one speaker is the audio for the video transceiver, the other speaker is for the sound effects, and the sound effects are loud. One thing I see a lot of people do, and I roll my eyes, is they take their audio add-on and they just take the speaker and mount it in their builds just like this, no enclosure whatsoever, and you end up with a phenomenon known as cross cancellation. That's where the air disturbance from the front of the speaker is allowed to interact with the disturbance from the back of the speaker, and because it happens so quickly, the waves are almost identical, and you get what's called cross cancellation, which kills the volume, kills the sound quality. I mean, literally a simple baffle of some type, even if it's just simply a piece of plastic, to offer some delay between the front and the front and the back, is remarkable in its improved quality. So okay, the next thing I did was I used most of the round two decals, but for the sound, for the keyboard, these are my own that I had done for the resin. They are the correct font from the TV show and the correct font size from the TV show. The ones round two did just seemed a little bit small, but that was just me. And all the buttons here move, and also these buttons here are rocker, and I'll show those. These are my remote control. Of course, it has to be able to open and close a door if that's what you want to do. Here, the OLED display, I added an LED indicator bar, which in the show and in the kit, this is just a red line on the decal. This is in a second I'll power these things up, but this is also how you scroll through the menu of the OLED display. The bottom, these three are separate. This is fixed, and I'm still debating on whether I'm going to add this. I would never use the belt clip because structurally I'd be afraid it would just come off, and there's a lot of electronics in here, and I don't want it to have the prop hit the ground because the belt clip failed in some fashion. This is how you open it up. I'm not going to go to that detail because, again, I believe I talk about this in my other videos. If not, post a question and then I'll focus in on it. Had to do a better version of the back screen because it was interfering with the power input, the charger plug, which when you're storing these, this comes off and you replace it with this, which disconnects completely the battery from any of the internal electronics, which is a must for storing. You don't want to over discharge the battery, even though lithium ion batteries have protection circuits. It's still not a good thing. So anyways, so we're going to take that off and we're going to demonstrate this. This button is the power button. This is the menu for the video. Scroll up, scroll down. This is the push to talk. This was going to be for the Geiger counter. Just didn't have the room for everything necessary to fit the Geiger counter in here. The Geiger millimeter tube was a little too big and not as sensitive as I would have liked. The audio clicker was too big, and again, not as loud as I wanted to, because there just wasn't any way to allow the sound unobstructed to radiate from the prop. So just didn't go that far. Let's see, what else did I do here? I guess I'm ready to power these things up, and so we'll just turn on this one first. There we go. Turn on this one next. Give it a second here to find each other. And there we go. This camera is in that screen. This camera is in that screen. So yes, we've paired. Everything is great. Let me scroll around here and get back to a common screen for both props. Oh, here, let me show you. There we go. Changes the menu. Also, these are audio. This was fixed and really didn't have much of a let's say, much room for it to travel. So I turned it into a capacitive switch to control this. You touch that and you can turn on and off that display, so, or that bar. So anyways, the OLED, I hope that's showing up on camera. Capacitive switch again, because that's just a decal. So what am I going to do? Anyways, now comes the sound effects, because again, these things, they're loud. This one's really loud and goes on for quite a while. Again, simple baffling for your speaker really just absolutely improves the sound quality beyond imagination. You just can't speak. I just can't speak enough of how simple baffling of your speaker will improve your sound effects so completely. Sorry, a little bit of coffee there. Okay, let's now show the remote control, because I want to get this video posted so I can be done with this and start focusing on my Razor Crest, which I've got a lot done on it, and I feel bad that I've not posted a whole lot. Got the engines done and the illumination there. So anyhow, let's see. Here we go for the push to talk. We're just going to do feedback because you know, it's just I don't have somebody to run down the street with the things, but they work. It's great. I'm thrilled and I'm done. Now let's get in here and and show the remote control. I don't know which one's which. Let's see. Oops. Okay, here we go. I hope you can see this. What these this is momentary, so and hopefully the LED will show up. The red one just shows the signal has been received. These are the 4 channels, so we'll start from here. I guess I could have done that better. It's this, 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 this. So I hope you saw that. So you have 4 channels to control whatever you want. And I'm speaking like I'm building these for sale, and I'm not. What I would like to do, though, is if anybody has a large scale, and I mean a really over-the-top blockade runner kit, good resin garage kit, or a spinner from Blade Runner, and I mean the spinner's got to be large. I would love what my friend Flimsy built. She just did a fantastic job on hers, but I know how overwhelming that build was, but what she ended up with is just absolutely priceless. I'd love something like that, but anyways, I would love to trade these for something like that, either a large spinner or a large blockade runner, because I'm not going to sell them, but a trade I might discuss. And the other bad thing is whoever I did offer or work out a deal with, they have to physically come and pick these up, because they would sign an acknowledgement that when they received them, they were fully functional, and I would not be on hook for any repair or warranty, because no warranty is expressed or implied. So anyways, project's done. Very happy. I'm done with the rambling video. I can get this up and posted along with some pictures and be finished and moved on to the Revell of Germany Razor Crest, which fun build. So anyways, y'all have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.